letting this count down for a little bit before I start, because y'all know how YouTube get to cutting the beginning of your video off. But as the title say, we making us some hula beads, which I saw. Y'all know I'm like a exercise girly, wellness girly, and I help the girls get in shape, lose weight, get fit, and all of that. And one of the things that I like to do are like just things that were fun, like things from my childhood that I love to do. And one of them was hula hooping. So I was looking online for something like a hula hoop, like a weighted hula hoop or something. And then I came across the wooden beaded hula hoops. And I got on Amazon and I saw that they was like $55 or something like that. And like, no, we're not paying that price. So I bought beads instead on Amazon, and these are the 30mm beads, right? And 50 of them came in this pack, but when I opened it up, I mean, when I looked at them, I'm like, I think I want them to be a little bit bigger than this. So I went back on Amazon, and I somehow came across this. Now, this is a beaded garland, which, as you can see, the beads is way bigger, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my hula hoop out of these two. I'm going to cut the stuff off of this. I'm going to cut the beads off of this. And then I'm going to do 2 of these beads, and then 1 of these beads. I'm going to knot it in between every one. And I bought this from the store just a few minutes ago. So this was $1.49. This I put on sale was like $9 and some change. And then this pack was $12.99. So that's way cheaper than $50. And this should be enough beads to go around my waist. So we're going to crack this stuff open, cut this off the garland, and make it ourselves. Because certain stuff, like, I'm not a cheap person. Like, I buy the stuff that I want, but I'll also make something in a heartbeat. Like, especially, let me see if this is just going to come right out of here. Oh, yeah, it's looking like it's ready for me to rock and roll. I ain't even got to take the plastic off. I was getting ready to tussle with this, but we ain't got to do that. But I'm going to start with, I got to cut this pack open. And I don't know if I should knot it in between every one or if I should. Child, here we go. Y'all know how my DIYs get. Real crazy sometimes. So, I don't know. I'm going to see what works best or what looked the best. And we just going to go with that. So, I just cut the pack open. Now, child boo. Let me see if this can go straight through or if I'm going to need my beading tool. Because I do have one of those somewhere around here. If I can't get this to go straight through the hole without me forcing it. Stuff always trying to give me kickback when I'm on the camera. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be able to go through. So, because it looks like it's untwisting when I stick it in the hole. Yeah, it's like untwisting or something. So, I'm making hula beads, like a hula hoop. See, you know, see how that's coming? It's making a string come undone. Hold up, let me see if I can pull it. I'm making hula beads, so it's going to be a hula hoop made out of wooden beads, so I can do it as a workout. Now, let me see how long I should make this, because I don't know. We freestyling. We freestyling. I don't know what that means. You scaring me. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get my tape measure so I can see how long I'm gonna make this, I think I should make it almost 3 times the length of my waist. So let's check it out. So my waist is 30 inches, I think, last time I checked. But I'm gonna just do it again real quick just to see. See, yeah, it's 30 inches. So I think I should make this probably like maybe 3 times the length. Thank you. I think I should make this like 3 times the length of my waist. So that would be 1. That would be 2. And we just gonna stop it right there. And then this will be 3. I don't know. Wait a minute, let me do that again, make sure. 1, 2. And I help people lose weight. If y'all want to check out my weight loss e-guide, it's called The Meat and Potatoes, and you can get it at www.linktree/thechrissy-shop, and it's only $5. But don't get it if you don't want to hear the truth, because you know I keep it real with people. I ain't got time to be playing. So I don't know, if you want somebody to coddle you, or if you want somebody to tell you something sugar-coated and tell you, you know, how to lose weight, get in shape and all of that, I'm not the person for you. Because I be keeping it real. So I just added just a little bit of additional length just so I can be able to tie it at the end. But I don't know, I might put these little, because this garland came with some little tassels. So I might add the little tassels onto it depending on how much of a hassle it is. If it's a hassle, they staying off. But if not, if it's easy for me to do it. And you know what? I probably should have made this a little longer since I plan to knot it. So I don't know. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna thread it through on this end that I just cut, since this one is not like shredded up like this end is. I'm gonna just take that to like about right there so I can be able to tie it. So I can be able to knot it. But I have plenty of string, so if it don't work out or if it don't turn out how I want, I'm gonna just do it over. Ooh, it went right through. I might have to knot it 2 times. Let's try 2 knots. Because I knotted that first knot and it went right back through the hole. Or I don't know, what y'all think? Do y'all think, hey! Do y'all think I should knot it between each one, or do y'all think I should just string it up and see what happens? All right, so that's with the 2 knots. That's 2 knots. I'll see how it go after I put them on here. After I put a few of them on here. If I feel like it would be cool with them just moving freely, I'll just leave it like that. But we're going to start with the knots. Because I ain't got time to be playing around. But after I finish it, I'm probably not going to finish it on the live. I just wanted to come in here and talk to y'all real quick. But after I finish it, I'm definitely going to get on here and do some little workouts with y'all. I'll probably do it outside, but I'll probably do a couple little workouts so y'all can see. Because you gotta do stuff like in your daily routine. You gotta add stuff that you really like to do, because if you don't like to do it, you're not gonna do it, and it's gonna be easy for you to fall off. Like, it's easier for you to stop doing something that you don't want to do. So, all right, we got our first one on. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like maybe I should just string them up. Since we on here, I think I'm gonna just string them and see what happens. Cause I ain't got time to be playing around. Cause see how I knotted that one? And the knot is like not like right at the spot. So that might be too much. I don't know. I'm gonna just string it up first and see what happens. Now, this is the long one I had with the big beads. So we just gonna cut this. And Lord, don't let me spray all over the ground, because y'all know how I do get the dropping stuff. So let's go. Whoop. So we're going to do one big and then two small. And we're just going to finish that until we use up all of them. And I have a needle somewhere around here too, but for some reason I didn't grab all the stuff that I might possibly need, because I just be all over the place sometimes. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I do. And I just be winging it. So, but a lot of times when I be winging it, it be working. When I be coming up with a plan, the plan don't be working out in my favor. Plus, I feel like if I do it this way, it might can go by quick. So I can test it out. And I ain't hula hooped in ages, y'all. I probably hula hooped with my daughter, little cousin, probably like a year ago. But I don't remember if it stayed up or not. I'm making hula beads. So you know how you do the exercise with like the weighted hula hoop? I'm making it with wooden beads instead of the weights. So I can do this when I go outside. Now, why y'all want to play? Let's see if I stick it through the other end. Hold up, y'all, because this trying to give me a run for my money. All right. So this is what we got so far. And I just feel like I should have never tied that. It don't feel that heavy yet either, so I don't know. But I gotta move all of this stuff because this bead is not trying to go through. So I gotta get something to poke it through with. Hold up, y'all. one of my beads rolling across the room. All right. Now, I got to let me see if I can poke this through with this comb. But if not, I got some upholstery needles actually. I'm gonna just use this needle because I ain't got time to be playing around. Because even with this comb, I feel like it's just gonna give me a hassle. Let's see. You know, I'm already feeling like it's a hassle. So now, I got to thread this up. Child always doing something. Always doing something. Hold up. This probably too thick to fit in here. How am I supposed to do this? And this is like a second nature thing for me because y'all know I used to do hair, but this ain't gonna work either. Let me see. What else do I got that's nearby that could possibly do it? Got to improvise. I have a beading tool, but I don't know where it's at. Like right off top, I can't think of where it is. It's a little piece of wood stuck in there, so maybe that's why I didn't go through. Let's try it again. All right, that time it went through. All right, let me go back. Oh man. What y'all doing? And do any of y'all be working out? Because now that I'm a little bit older, I've always been into fitness like since I was a kid. But now that I'm older, it's a little bit more about, you know, like body maintenance and like your joints and all that stuff. Because I ain't trying to crap out early. I'm trying to stick around. So you be having to work out. And I eat. Like I eat, but I have like my moments where I do like different things. Like I might fast sometimes. Sometimes I'll do like a water fast, or I'll do like I only eat like fruits and vegetables and water, or you know, I just do different stuff. But sometimes I just go for the gusto and just eat whatever I want to. So, which I feel like if you definitely like, if you're not used to dieting, it's just not gonna work. Like, because the stuff that you eat is always gonna be so easy to go back to what you used to, like what's familiar and what you actually want. And you gotta learn how to make, like, you know, salads and all that stuff taste good, taste the way you want it to taste edible. You know, because some of this stuff, I don't believe this is doing all of this. I should have got the skinnier one. Yeah, because food is like, we inherit our bad, like nobody talks about the food, like the way food be setting you up. Like people always say, oh, the diseases can be hereditary, but nobody talks about the eating being hereditary. Like you normally eat, you know, what's in your family, like what you're used to, like what you grew up on, stuff like that. People don't talk about that. I don't feel like the disease is hereditary. I feel like the habits are, like, and you just never know. You just never know where things is coming from, especially today, because you know they say everything is bad. Like they say all the food is bad. The healthy stuff that they sell, like they just ain't doing nothing but hustling people that's trying to get healthy. You know, you go into these stores, Whole Foods and all of that, and they're supposed to be organic and whatnot, and then next thing you know, they on TV talking about it's a recall. So you just never know. You just gotta come up with your healthcare regimen and try to stick to it. That's all I do. Like if something start going wrong with me, I just start taking stuff out. Like I immediately stop eating. Like when I get sick, if I get sick, I just trace down my footsteps. Like, and a lot of times when I go out to eat, like if I don't cook my own food, I get sick a lot. Like I get sick off of other people's food. Like especially restaurants, like fast food and all that. Like some stuff I don't really eat anymore, like Wendy's and all of that. I might eat it like once in a while. Chick-fil-A and all of that stuff. I do better with mom and pop stores for some reason. Those fast food joints be tearing my stomach up. And I don't feel like I have a weak stomach, but sometimes you eat that stuff, it run right straight through you, your stomach start bubbling up, or sometimes it just knot up, but don't nothing come out, you know? You gotta wait a little bit for for it to process, I guess. I don't know, but when I cook my own food, that don't happen to me. I just, everything be regular, so. And then y'all see they talking about the vitamins, like certain little stuff is, you know, causing people to have like liver failure and all of that. Like I saw a lady sitting up in the hospital for off of hair, skin, and nail vitamins. And it's like, what in the world? This is what we got. It's like you can't even take a hair, skin, and nail. And you know these companies, they be tricking us and whatnot. They gonna tell you all the stuff. They gonna tell you to, you know, oh, get this and get that. And that's why you can't be influenced by people that you see online. Unless they doing something real, like, basic, like doing something like this. Like, don't be listening to people talking about, oh, you should try this Mary Ruth's and you should try this type of drug, whatever, whatever. Because when a lot of those bottles, the majority of those bottles, something go wrong with your health, the first thing they're going to say is, did you consult with your physician? Because that's what all the bottles say. And that's what removes them from the majority of the liability if something goes wrong. That's the first thing they're going to say. Well, you didn't check with your physician. And they're going to throw you right up out. They're going to throw your case out. So, Yeah, we gotta be careful with all that stuff because you see so many things, and you might see somebody you like the way they look, or they look young, they look healthy, and all of that, or they might have healthy hair or whatever, and you see that stuff, and it make you feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get on what she on, and then next thing you know, you sitting in the hospital trying to figure out what's going on, and people is getting younger and younger, getting these ailments that you only heard of, that only older people used to get. Like, how we tapping out so early from like outrageous stuff? The people not talking, enough about health. And then you go, we go to school, we be in school for 13 years, including kindergarten, right? And as much as they elaborate on all of this other stuff that we really ain't gonna use, they skim right over the human body. Like, they skim over that. Like, they don't really be giving us the full tea on the human body. Like, you want to learn about the human body, you basically have to get in the medical field, or you have to learn stuff on your own, or you learn stuff, a lot of us learn from experience or from somebody else's experience. And that's bull. Like, why they not teaching these kids how to tie a tourniquet? Like, how to, especially if you in the hood. If you in the hood, I feel like everybody should have like that first response class that teaches you, like, you could be in front of somebody bleeding, and they could be bleeding out. What if one of your friends gets shot or something? Because a lot of these kids deal with those types of situations, and y'all don't know how to tie no tourniquet. Y'all don't know how to apply pressure to stop somebody from bleeding, or help somebody till the ambulance come. Like, these kids don't know. They don't know CPR, and like some of the kids, they know stuff from stuff that they seen and from being around certain things or certain people, but that it should be taught. Like, we should know these things. But what they do, they get up there and waste our time on all this algebra and all of this other stuff that you ain't gonna use that when you get out of school. The majority of people getting out of school, you ain't gonna need that. It's all a part of the plan, y'all. It's all a part of the plan. It's intentional. They don't teach us stuff intentionally. That's why you got to be aware. Like, especially if you have kids, like, you need to know about the human body. You need to know what makes it work, what makes it tick. Because what if your kid just stopped breathing all of a sudden? What if, your kid ends up in an emergency situation on the playground or something like that? Like, and that's one thing that I always did with my kids, was like, teach them about actual survival. Like, not just how to survive on the street or how to, navigate through the world. You gotta know how to survive out here. There's not too many people that know. Oh, I'm tripping. I done put 2 of these on here instead of running my mouth, not paying attention. I was supposed to put a big one, then the 2 little ones. Let's do that again. And the stuff that they teaching these kids is getting less and less. They doing less and less for these children in these schools. Not really teaching them nothing. They need to bring back trades. Because we actually used to learn stuff in school. Like, at a point, we used to have a little bit of learning going on. We had home economics where, they taught you how to do stuff in the kitchen and whatnot. We had wood shop. We had swimming. Although by the time I didn't get swimming until I was in like high school, but I don't know if it's any schools. I'm in Philadelphia. I don't know if it's any schools that even still have like swimming pools. Like I went to William Penn, but you know Temple bought that area, so they tore that school down, which it was one of the newer buildings in the city that they I think it was built in like 1977, something like that. Or was that their first full graduate? It was maybe 1970, was it 75? Somewhere around there. I don't know, but my mom was in like the first graduating class from that school. So that went there all 4 years. But that was one of the schools that they had central air, they had swimming pools, they had like a lot of stuff going on in there. And then Temple bought it and tore it down. I think it's like maybe like a football field or something now. But we actually did used to learn stuff. Like I learned how to type, which, you know, kids is easily figuring out how to type now because of, you know, technology, social media, and, you know, kids get on the internet early and all of that now. Kids be 6 months on the phone talking about something. So I don't know if typing would be considered to be obsolete because we used to have classes. It was like typing 1, typing 2, and you just learn stuff. And you also want to be like for me, I'm 40 and I ain't trying to end up on that other end of the spectrum with you know, anything can happen to anybody at any moment, but you definitely should have some type of health care or some type of health maintenance regimen when you get older. Cause I don't know, y'all. It's like I blinked and I was 40. I don't even know how I got here. I ain't even gonna lie. I noticed that when I twist this, it actually goes through easier. So maybe that's the secret. But it's coming together. It's coming along. I hope this is enough. For what I'm trying to do. Because if not, I'm going to have to buy more beads. But this is 74 beads. So this is what we got so far. That was pretty quick. This almost right at 30 inches actually. And we still got a few left. So I don't know, we're gonna see what happens. And I see one of these beads in here is split. So gotta get up. The bigger one from over here. But I'm making something happen, y'all. This what we got left. And I got 3 of these bigger ones in my hand. But this is what we got left right here. Now, this ain't enough. I don't know. It's like, if this ain't enough, I'm gonna just buy some more at this point. And I'm almost done, y'all. My other DIY that I did with the denim jacket. And it's turning out so good. But I want to get some little appliques to put on here on the front. So once I get that, I'll show y'all what it look like with the finished product turned out to be. I don't get how the bigger beads got a bigger hole. Like, how you got a bigger hole and it's harder to go through? Like this hole versus this hole. This one's a little bit smaller, I feel. But maybe because it's a shorter distance, I guess, to go through. But it's still like not as tight. I mean, this is like a tighter fit because the rope is like about the same thickness. Oh, I was about to say, as soon as I said something, now it's trying to give me a hassle. Is this going through? All right. Yeah. The time literally be flying by and you be coming up with stuff, you be like, think you got all the time in the world, and child, time be showing you something. But I feel like life has been sped up somehow. Like, I don't know how they did it, but I don't know. I feel like from us being in the house, from like the pandemic, like something definitely changed. Something's different. Like, the time been flying by, like for real. And I don't know. I don't know if it's a, you know, if that's a me thing. I don't know if I'm the only person that feels that way, but something with the time ain't right. Like, this can't be the same time we was having in the 90s. Like when I was younger. It can't be. It can't be. This cannot be the same time we had back in the day. Because even, it's just like when you wake up and you be like, whoo, time to get my day started. The next thing you know, it's time to go to bed. You be like, dang, I just woke up. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, that's why you gotta make the most of your life. Cause life be like, skirt! That will just skirt on by. You be like, ooh, how I get this age this quick? And like having adult kids and all that, like I wish I could have slowed my time frame down or something. Like, I wish I could have had more time with them being little. Like, I don't know. It went by too quick. And kids are fun. Your kids are fun as adults, but it's just like they're adults. So you be more so just doing adult stuff with them. It's not really the same as introducing them to things and them being kids and watching them explore and watching them learn stuff, watching them learn about the world and stuff. It's a little bit different because they're having their own life experience. So yeah, but I don't know how we got here, y'all, but we here. And time's a wasting. You gotta, whatever your thing is, whatever you want to do, you better start doing it now. Do your thing. Do a little bit every day. Because tomorrow is not promised. And all this crazy stuff going on in the world today, you just never know when they just gonna line us all up and just get us up out of here. I don't know. But I'm just making the best of the situation. As always, make the best of your life wherever you at. And embrace your location. But always keep moving forward. That's all I have to say. All right, y'all. This is what we got. I feel like if I tie this tight, I feel like I definitely could just tie it on the end. Like I might, oh no. I was about to say I might cut this knot, but actually, no, that's fine because it's still moving. I didn't tie that second knot tight enough for it not to slide over the bead. So this is actually fine. I might just tie it at both ends and then tie it, tight at the end so it don't be like, but this all we got left. And it's looking like it's gonna be enough. I'm gonna be able to make it happen. I'm about to say, where my other phone at? And I got to run to the Walmart. Hey! Hi, preppy girl. I gotta run down to the Walmart. Y'all know I don't be going to the Walmart, but I had seen those Avia sneakers, and they had the suede ones, and they was like $22, $22.98 or something like that. So I had this site the store. So I got to go pick them up. But hold up, y'all. My bestie calling me. Oh, she hung up. Calling me on my other phone. Hold up. Hey, girl. What is you doing? Oh, good. I was up here on live. I saw you was calling me. I looked down on the floor, so my phone was ringing. But I'ma call you after I get done. All right. Is your schedule pretty much open? Okay. I'm gonna call you in like a few minutes. Probably like give me like 20. All right. It's my bestie. Me and her been friends for like I probably met her when I was like 16. Somewhere around here. Yeah, 16. I'm gonna have to stand this up in a second and see. I'm gonna probably do like, I'm gonna do like 3 more beads. Then I'm gonna put it around my waist and see how long it is. Because this actually might be enough. No, not that it might be enough, but I don't know. I just gotta see how long it is. Because I got one bead that's like cracked a little bit. You'll see it. So I might not use that one. Unless I just absolutely have to. And y'all gotta make sure y'all on my TikTok too, because I do, oh, this one a little bit cracked too. I do 2 different like contents on each, because y'all know it's 2 totally different things going on over there. Like you can like actually play more music and stuff on TikTok. So on TikTok, my name is Prissy PRYSSY.KRYSSY. What the Lord? Look, y'all. Look how the string done went down. Now, why you gonna do me like that in front of all these people? I thought I was keeping all the pieces together. Hold up. Let's pull that off. Let's slide this back up. I don't know what made that just do that like that. All right, we back in motion. Oh no, we ain't. I thought it came back up. Come on there, y'all. I think this might be a shorter piece. That's probably why it's happening like that. Oh yeah, see that one is like looped right there. That's why it's like that. So let's see if I hold, will it go through? How is it gonna wait till it get closer to the end? See, this how life be trying you. Like, this is a real live depiction of how life be trying you. As soon as you get close to the finish line, here goes some bull trying to start to make you get mad, make you mess up. I don't know how this little piece ended up popping out like this, but what else? We just gonna hold that part. And try to finish it up. All right. I don't like that this is doing this, because is this gonna have an effect on me tying it? All right. So this is what I got left of the bigger beads. And this, That was one of the littler ones. But this what we got so far with the ones that I strung up. So let's see. I put it around my waist. Hold up, let me back this up. I put it around my waist, and this is how much space is in there. So, I don't know. Should I tie it off? Ooh. I'm gonna put a couple more just because I got them. But I think I'm gonna stop where that extra little thread is at because I ain't got time for it to be playing, for that part to be unraveling, you know? So let's do a few more. And thank y'all for joining my live. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Thursday. And thank y'all for stopping through and kicking it with me. Whoop. You know what? Now this one little piece, it's starting to get heavy now too, so it's starting to like pull. It's starting to like pull downwards. This is crazy how everything was going so well. Everything was working out fine. Then now here comes this little piece. All right, hold up. Let me see. Who are you? What you mean by that? I don't know how to answer that question. I'm just some random lady from Philly that must have popped up on your feed somehow. But hi though. I'm just a regular person. I'll be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, so my name is Chrissy, and I'm from Philadelphia. I'm 40 years old. I am a retired hairstylist. I teach people how to DIY their hair, do their hair at home. I teach people how to braid and all of that kind of stuff. And I also teach people about health and wellness. On my channel, I talk about salon stuff, like beauty industry stuff. But I also talk about, you know, stuff that we cackle about in the hair salon, like celebrities and, you know, all the latest weight loss trends and plastic surgery. And I did a little bit of caretaking for people who have done plastic surgery. So I talk about that a lot. Which I haven't done a video on that in a while, but I have been working on one. So I'll be putting that up on my channel soon. But I help people lose weight. I'm I'm an author. I'm an inventor. I've invented a few things for like cosmetologists. I help people pass their cosmetology exam. I don't know if I said that, but am I available? Available for what? Like relationship available? No. If that's what you mean. Why do y'all do that? I think that's so hilarious. Like, y'all know this is like, people can't see you. Like, y'all can see me, but I can't see y'all. So, it's just funny when people do that. Because this what we got left, y'all. And one of them rolled under the, one of them rolled under my entertainment center, so I don't know. But we coming along. We coming to an end. Oh no, I'm not. Sorry. No, not in that type of way. Here we go with this one little thread. Trying to do me wrong. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to. All right, that's the broke one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this in here. I don't know if I got enough space in my living room to even be able to make a full circle with this. Once I get it done, I feel like I should go outside. I ain't trying to knock none of my little knickknacks down. I'm an old lady. I got knickknacks. All right, now this coming to an end. Oh, thank you. And thank you for watching. That's nice of you. I love all my people. And I try to be, you know, uplifting and entertaining and fun. And I do a lot of different things. All right, let's see. Hold up, let me get my bead that rolled under there. Lord Jesus, Lord help me. Oh. All right. I got it. Now, let's see, because this one is cracked. And I think this one. So, I had 2 cracked beads. Well, if I'd have missed this and fell on the floor, it would have been a scandal. So, I'm going to put getting close to the end, so we're going to do one more large one, and then these last two small ones that I got, then we're going to tie it up if it's enough space. This actually got quite heavy. I'm gonna put it on a scale and see how much it weighs. It is, but it's not really. I used to do stuff like this when I was a kid, so it's really not. But now it's starting to get a little bit harder because this is pulling downwards. So from the weight. So let's see. All right, the other one. And this is my last small one that's not cracked. Now they also say that these hula beads feel like a massage on your stomach. So I'm gonna let y'all know what it feel like too, cause I don't know. All right. And this is what we have left from the garland, which is only one more bead left. So we're gonna stick that in there real quick. Should I put this little tassel on there? I feel like I should, just for a little extra razzle dazzle. All right, boom. So this what we got. Let me see. Let's see how easy or hard this is gonna be. So it looked like this was like looped on here, kind of like in a knot. So let's see if we can get this on. We're gonna put this on here. But we're gonna start with a couple knots. Well, rather, with a couple knots. Let's see. And this is the shorter end. So this is the shorter end. So we're gonna lock this on. That's 2 knots. We maybe gonna go for 3 or 4. Let's do 5 because I ain't got time to play. And then, let's see. Alright, I stuck my nail through here, so let's see how easy or hard this is to get it through all the pieces. But if it don't work, I don't care because it ain't like I need it on there. Because that wasn't the sole purpose. I just came up with that at the last minute after I thought of it. I ain't gonna fool around with this too much longer if I can't get it in. Alright, hold up. Oh, I got it on, y'all. Got it on. Now, look how I tied that knot and now it's like not in the right spot because of the weight. The weight is like pulling it down. I don't care. I'm gonna just keep tying it over and over and see what happens. All right. Are y'all watching Pop the Balloon tonight? It come on live on Netflix. And I was saying I was gonna give it a whirl. Cause you know they went from being like on YouTube and stuff. They were saying it's gonna be I'm hoping it's the same concept and that it's not, it's not like a watered down version. Or, like they don't just change it. Because y'all know how stuff be when they go from the internet to TV. Sometimes it'd be a little bit different. But So this is what we got. Let me back this up. And I ain't never did this before. Not with this kind of little thing, but I don't know, this feels weird. Let me move over here. But it's enough space. I'm scared to like go for the gusto and start moving around in here. But I feel like I should have tied it a little bit tighter. Did y'all see the space? But I'm scared because I don't want it to hit nothing. But here we go, y'all. I did it. I just should have tied it a little bit tighter. But I guess whatever, y'all. Once I get it going and I take it outside and do it, I'm going to show y'all on my shorts. But thank y'all for joining me. And I'll see y'all next time.